Alright guys, here we go. I'm going to be showing you how I learned and how I currently use directional air roll right for directional air roll. For you guys who use directional air roll left, sorry, you guys can mirror my inputs and learn exactly what I did, but for directional air roll left, it'll be the same, but different. Fantastic, right? Alright, so how I started is I used each individual input first. I learned what it did, how it moved my car, and how to move my car with it. So the main focus is where is my nose facing? And then from there you use your inputs. Individual inputs. This is going to be your input up for directional right. When you're getting used to it, you want to be able to move around the field. You can do big movements around the field. And yes, you're going to have to figure this out for yourself. That's how most, if not all, learn how to air roll. This is a tutorial, yes, but you're going to have to put in the time and the effort to actually learn the muscle memory. So don't just stick to one direction. Go around the field in the other direction. Main focus is where is the nose facing? Use one input at a time. Muscle memory. What does this do to my car? One input at a time. Going around the field, whatever you want to do. Turn, go backwards, go forwards. You can go left, you can go right. All with one input. Then once you master that input, do the same for all the other inputs. We'll go ahead and show you a quick demonstration of all the inputs. So this is direction arrow right with the left analog going to your down position. See how your left side of the car is swinging around in a kind of diagonal motion. Just get used to what it's doing, how it moves your nose. Point your nose in the direction you want to go. Wait for the car to spin around. You want to be able to go clockwise and counterclockwise, around the field, around obstacles, sharp turns, big turns. All using one singular input. The main thing is, where is my momentum? Where's my nose facing? How do I get my nose facing where I want it to face? One input at a time. Muscle memory. You want to get a very good feeling of what this input does. So now we're going to do left input. What is your left input doing right now? So with these, the left and the right inputs, so you're going to have to like really pay attention to what it's doing. The left input. So whatever the top of your car is facing, the bottom or the nose of your car is going to face in that direction. Which I don't do full rotations. If you have noticed already, I don't do a full. And when I say I don't do a full rotation, I don't do this. I don't hold the input completely. I just do half a rotation. So this is a whole rotation. This is a half rotation. And half rotation is basically the full extent of your movement. Because it's 180 degrees, and then once you start going back, it goes back to 360, so you're back where you started. So half rotation is the full extent, the most extreme motion that you can make. Unless you want to like turn around so you're facing the other direction. Get a good feeling of what I'm doing. Go the other direction. Too fast. Really want to. Probably want to slow down a little bit for me. Take your time learning the muscle memory. And by when I say get this down, I would say probably just per input. So it might take you a couple months to get every input down, muscle memory. So with that being said, let's go to the other input. Input to the right. So whatever the bottom of your car is facing is the direction your nose wants to go. I gotta slow down. And this is what the input looks like. I did want to make this video maybe as like as a response, or maybe just Just because I feel like some videos out there are a little too simple, they don't explain enough, and other videos are a little too complicated. It really doesn't feel like it's a necessity. I don't know. I don't feel like watching a 2.5 hour video for something. I'm not gonna say air roll is simple, but it's a topic you can make simpler. Like, you don't have to make it so complicated, because you can just get it down to 4 inputs. I'm not a content creator, but I feel like I put my 2 cents in, try to show you guys what I do. I don't know if it's gonna help anybody, but I feel like it's maybe a more straightforward way of doing this. Just practice, repetition. Honestly, really, I guess it just comes down to whatever you're most comfortable with. This is mainly like a PC explanation. But once you get all that down, then you want to start like blending it all together. You want to be able to make your movements something like this. Very smooth. Blend it all together. Because you should have a good feeling for what your car is going to do when you do an input. You should have a good feel for it. You might notice that I'm doing clockwise motion. If you do counterclockwise, it's not going to work out very well. I'm sure you'd probably be able to figure it out, but clockwise is the way to go. So this is the movement you're looking for. You want to be able to do that. Go in whatever direction you want to go.